Welcome back. This is day 2 of setting up my classroom. I am a 7th grade math teacher in Texas, and I am super excited to get started today. I will say, if you missed yesterday's video, you can go back and watch it. I totally forgot that I was wearing my badge in that video, and it does have the school that I work at, so I had to blur it out. And then today I left my camera stand at home, so I can't seem to get anything right. But that's okay. We are still gonna get in there and get some stuff done. I have a lot on my to-do list, but I also know that some teacher friends of mine are also on campus today, so I might be spending a little bit of time in their rooms today. So we'll see what actually gets done. I'm trying not to set myself up with too many expectations because I don't want to get frustrated at my lack of progress, but I do think that I really don't have as much to do as I think I do, if that makes sense. So let's get started. I redid what I did yesterday. I walked in and absolutely hated it so much. So I moved the shelves all the way to that corner, which I like a lot better. And then I just turned the filing cabinet sideways because I mentioned that the main reason I didn't like it is because the depth was off. So when I turn it sideways, the depth isn't off, and that just flows so much better, and I can still access the filing cabinet pretty easily. Okay, let's dive into all of the new things that I've either bought or received for my classroom and kind of talk through either where they're gonna go or what I'm gonna use it for. So first, I have, these were given to me, little punch cards, and it even comes with a hole puncher. I had a teacher friend last year use punch cards in her class, and it worked really well as just a way to reward. And also because we do have, my campus has its own reward system, but that doesn't really motivate all of the students, and I always forget to do it because it's on the computer. But I like the idea of doing the punch cards because you can reward them 10 times without actually giving them anything, and it's not until they finish the card that they actually get a reward. So it's kind of like both instant and delayed gratification because they don't get an actual reward every single time they do something right. So I'm excited about seeing how that works, and I'll also need to come up with reward options. So if any of you teach middle school and you know, or if you have kids that are middle school age, let me know what you think they would like besides food and candy that I could use to motivate them, because I'm always needing more ideas. Next, I was sent some eraser tops for pencils. My kids, the erasers on their pencils, they pick them off, bite them off, or lose them, I don't know. So I have erasers. Then I was also gifted these posters that are all about the growth mindset. And when I actually hang these up, I'll go through what all of them are. I'm not gonna open it right now. I'm not quite sure where I want them because I also have these, which if you can see, these are a big number, and then inside the number it has all of the multiples. So this is 1, so this one is obvious, it's just the numbers. But for example, for 5, it would have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 written all inside the number. And this one's really funny because I saw it in a classroom setup video last year for a elementary school class, and I remember thinking to myself oh, I'm not gonna need anything like that because I'm teaching 7th grade and my kids will know all of that. No, they don't. So I have that now, and I hope it'll be a good resource for them to be able to kind of look at and remember. Oh, this actually came from my high school, one of my high school English teachers. He sent it to me, and it's stamps. And they're so cute because this one says strawberry good, and oh, this one is cute. You're so jawsome, and it has a little shark on it. I had one stamp that I used last year, and it was just a red smiley face. You would have thought that I was giving my students a $100 bill every time I gave them a stamp. They loved it so much. So I'm excited to have a lot of stamps. So I'm excited to have a bunch, and I hope that this year they like it as much as they did last year. Got some answer buzzers. I always am looking for new fun ways to engage them, specifically with like review games and stuff. So I think these buzzers will be a lot of fun. We'll see if they work. And I got this little window cover for my door. Some colorful sticker dot things because this is gonna make organizing things a lot easier. And I have a few ideas for them in terms of like test review and test prep. So I'm excited to see if that works. This Building Thinking Classrooms books. I love Building Thinking Classrooms. I've done a lot of research into it, but I didn't have the actual book. So my grandparents sent me this from my wish list. These pocket holder pouch things. It's gonna hang on the wall next to my Chromebook cart, and I think that's where I'm gonna put the headphones. Because the way I did my headphones last year for the Chromebooks was a nightmare. They were just all in a bucket, and so they were always tangled and broken, and I couldn't keep track of how many there were, who turned them in, who didn't. So everyone's gonna get a number, and you can put your headphones there. I was sent these sensory fidget rings. I had a lot of students last year who really struggled with staying focused. And I don't know if these rings will necessarily help, maybe not be able to focus, but at least not be so explosive. So I had a lot of explosive students last year. So I'm gonna try these and see if they help my students at least stay seated and not be such a distraction. And if it helps them focus, great. This iPad stand. The iPad stands that we were given by the district suck because we don't have the tools that we need to adjust them. So the arm on mine, I don't know where I put it, it just flops like this. So I put my iPad in it and it just falls. And the only way, like I don't have a projector in my room, we have the ClearTouch. So the only way if I want to like be taking written notes and project it onto the screen, I have to connect my iPad to the screen and do like screen share. So I will put my iPad on the camera, do screen share, hook it up, and have it like recording what I'm doing, and it plays it on the screen. So when my arm is constantly flopping, I'm constantly having to mess with it and adjust it, and it was a mess. So hopefully this new stand works better. And I bought some dry erase markers because I'm always running out. So I think that is it of the stuff that I brought. Oh, obviously. So I mentioned in yesterday's video that I'm throwing away the big set of drawers. I went to Walmart and bought these little ones. And I'm just gonna have them like set on this table up here. And one is going to be the turn-in drawer and the other one is going to be the return drawer. So I think that's it as far as looking at all of these supplies. So now I have to figure out where I want everything, and I'm a very indecisive person, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I have this. This is that little fabric thing that I was talking about that goes over the window, and it is in fact kind of a perfect fit. And right now I have it like rolled up. It has like little Velcro pieces. So now I'm just gonna stick it on there. And I'm kind of nervous because if I do it crooked, I'm stuck with it all year crooked. Okay. And I don't need to be on this chair, but it's just slightly easier for me. Okay, I actually need this unvelcroed. Okay. So, is that even? Let's do this. Peel off. Aw. Sticky and I assume I should like mesh it in. I'm so far away from the camera, I don't know if you can hear this at all. Okay. I don't think it's straight, I think it's crooked. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm probably gonna have it rolled up most of the time anyway, because I do want, I don't know, we'll see. disgusting that board was. There's so many. So these are the things that I need to hang up. We have a poster with the standards and this reference material, but a big one. I think the standards I might put on that wall because I do want to be able to reference it, but I don't want it to be like the main thing because I don't think that the kids are really gonna pay much attention to this. This, I don't think I'm gonna hang up because we don't really use it until the geometry unit, and when we do use it, my whiteboard has these little clips that you can put papers in, and so I generally just clip it to the whiteboard because when we use it daily, so I do want that at the front of the room, so I'm not gonna hang that up yet. Then I have my numbers, like all the skip counting, so you can see kind of what I was talking about now. It has all the multiples, which I think will be super helpful. And I do think I want to put that above the red line right there, I think. And then I have these growth mindset posters, which I think I might just do like above the whiteboard back there. I don't really know. I do have that like empty space right there and kind of like right there, but I just don't know what I want to do. So I do like the posters that I currently have up. I really like this one, what to say instead of I don't know, and it has like all these different things that they can say because I hate it when kids just go, well, I don't know, because that's so disengaged and it just like gets them off the hook for paying attention. So I have all these questions that I will accept instead of I don't know. I have this rules of divisibility poster that my kids would benefit from if they would actually use it, but they never look at it, so whatever. And then I have this that might get moved because it's so small. I was gonna have like a student station here last year when I thought having a student station was a good idea. It just does not work for my class, so I might move this. I have 2 more posters up right now. I also have 2 more that are the steps to multiplying and dividing fractions, and that one the kids use all the time. They use it all the time. So I'm gonna have that somewhere easily accessible so they can see it. And then I have this, which is a reference sheet for fractions, decimals, and percents. They do use that one pretty often. And then over there I have my Sudoku, which is so cute and fun. And I'll probably deal with putting the rest of that up tomorrow. Now I have to make decisions. And I just staple things to the wall. I was told to do that. I don't know if that's like the thing you're supposed to do, but that's what I do. So I have all of these cute growth mindset posters. They're just the size of like a piece of paper, so I don't know what to do with them. I could put them along the top right there, which is what I thought I was gonna do, but now I'm not sure. Would it be cuter if they were like mural style right there? I might try putting it on the whiteboard and see like a setup that I like. Let's try that. Okay, that's kind of cute, right? I found those fraction posters I was talking about. So cute, so helpful. So I definitely want these somewhere that is very easily accessible because my kids last year used this all the time. So we make sure that they're both gonna fit over here. I had them in a slightly different place last year, so I wanna make sure that this looks good. Maybe just like, so I think I want them to be even with that shelf that you can kind of see. Wow, that's pathetic. Let's do one at a time. Because if one looks good, I can just line up the other one. So maybe like this. I feel like that's a good height because most of my students are taller than me. But then I do a lot of like around the room activities where I will like post things on the walls and they have to go find them, which is why I try to not use up too much like workable wall space. So here, I wonder, should I like space them apart to where I could fit a piece of paper between them? Or would that look awkward when I don't have the paper there? Or should I have them right next to each other? So now let's see, does it look better right next to it? Because I have this space too. Or could I do it like this? I think I like it split. Be honest. Does it look better? I don't think it does. I think the space looks better. But if they looked better together, comment and I'll change it. Thank you. So it's not even. They're not like painfully uneven, but they're also definitely not even. But really, it's probably not as bad as I'm making it out to be. I forgot that when I went to Walmart the other day, I also got this, which is like a wax melter. I had a diffuser, like an essential oil diffuser last year, and my kids were obsessed with it. They loved it so much. They always wanted to be the ones to fill it up with water and to pour the essential oils in, and you know, they would like vote on what scent to use. But over Thanksgiving break last year, was it Thanksgiving break? No, over Christmas break last year, District came by and confiscated everything that was still plugged in because, yeah, my bad. I did leave it plugged in. It was off, but it was plugged in. So yeah, that's on me. I left it plugged in. But most people, it was taken up and then put in the principal's office, and the principal had to deal with like a letter that was like, oh, you're not supposed to have these things. I went to the principal's office to collect my diffuser, and lo and behold, it wasn't there. The cord for it was there, but I think they had either misplaced or thrown out my diffuser. So that was annoying, and my kids were really upset because they loved it, and I was upset because my room smells like middle schoolers again. I don't know why they threw it away, what they did with it, I don't know. So I'm going a different approach this year, and I'm doing a wax melter, which I might regret doing, but I prefer wax melters, and I got these two different scents. This one is Driftwood Waves, and it smells very good. It smells very beachy. Yeah, it smells really good. And then I also got Alluring, which is mahogany, bergamot, and amber. And this one also smells very, very, very good. I'm a fall scent girly, but we start school in August, so I didn't want to like have them walk in to, you know, pumpkin, fall leaves. I'm also a bakery scent girly, so I'm going to be very careful not to get bakery scents for my room because I don't want everyone coming in here and getting hungry. So these seemed very neutral scents, but I am just now realizing that it does not have a lid on it. You just put the wax right there. The one that I have at home has a lid, so I'm not quite sure how my kids are gonna do with this. I'm just gonna have to make sure it's on my desk and out of reach because I might end up not using it. There's a lot of I don't knows today, a lot of we'll sees, which, yeah, that sums up teaching, actually. So I am used to a vertical learning objective thing because that's what I did last year on the back whiteboard. But since I have this border at the top here, which that border is only there because the previous teacher in this room had put like letters on there and I couldn't get them all off, so I just covered it with border. But I don't think I like the horizontal. That also is just gonna use up so much whiteboard. I think I'm gonna redo it and do it like I did last year and just have it be vertical right here and it just take up this much space. That way I still have all of this whiteboard space. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Dang it. I'm not gonna have space if I do that. Is the title, and then this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I can barely fit Thursday. So I guess I could do it like this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then also the title on the bottom. Which that sucks because I hate having the title on the bottom. I just need to move it down like an inch. Move them all down like an inch. Oh. Ugh. All right, I think I've done all I can do today because, again, it's about 2 o'clock, have not eaten lunch yet. So I got quite a bit done, and I know tomorrow when I come, I'm going to need to get all this stuff off my desk. Basically, everything that I pulled out, all the supplies from earlier, are still just all over my desk. So I will need to do that. I still don't know where I'm gonna put those number posters. I could put them on the door. Would that be cute? Could I put them on the door right there? Come back tomorrow and find out. I don't know. I'm making a lot of progress. I'm very, very happy with the progress that I'm making. I still have this whole, like, all of this stuff was stuff that was out at the end of last year, either on my desk or on other, like, furniture. And I will need to do something with all of that, take it all out and organize. So I have 2 more days this week. Next week starts in-service, and even during in-service, we still have like time built in to work in our classrooms, but I really want to be done with it this week, with at least like the stuff that has to be done this week. That way, next week, when we have time to work in our classrooms, I can spend that time working on like lesson planning and pacing out our units and stuff. It is good just getting up here and kind of seeing what I have to work with this year. So the first day of school is steadily approaching. I don't know if I'm ready for it. As far as getting my classroom set up, I think that's where I'm gonna end today's video. I'm gonna go home, get some lunch. I hope you enjoyed seeing the chaotic process that I'm going through setting up my room. If anything stuck out to you during this video or you have any ideas that you want to share with me about how I could better set up my room, please comment down below. Let me know because I am posting these in real time. So if you comment something on this video, I will likely see it before I come back to school tomorrow, and I'll be able to make those changes. If you did like today's video, please subscribe to my channel so that you can be part of the rest of this journey setting up my classroom, and just throughout the rest of the year, any sort of teaching videos that I post. I am going to try to do both the reading and the teaching videos, but I'm a teacher, it's a full-time job, so we'll see what I actually do. Once again, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.